Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Titletown TV presents Titletown Wrestling, where we talk about all things pro wrestling, mainly WWE. We throw it in some AEW here and there. So sometimes we probably gonna get into a little bit of that as we look at the outlook of 2024. By the way, Happy New Year to all our fans, supporters, man. Glad y'all still around, hanging in with us, man. Tonight I got J Dub, Jalen Davis on Facebook, J Dub on everywhere else. Say what's up to the people, J Dub.
What it do, TTW? Hey, man, I just want to give a special shout out to that boy, the Ring General. Little General is here. Congratulations to Gunther. Just had a son. So, we'll get that out the way.
Oh yeah, man! Shout out to Gunther,
Shout out to
man.
all the wrestlers. Alexa, she had her baby. Carmella, Corey Graves. I think somebody else. I can't remember. But yeah, just shout out to everybody, man. Happy holiday, happy New Year. Hope everybody enjoy their families and everything. Hope they enjoyed that break. Really glad that superstars do get a break. Folks entertain us year round, man. So them taking a week off, I don't mind it at all. For those who do, take the entitlement and shove it up your candy ass.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. As I said earlier, we don't have a particular topic, but now we're just talking wrestling, man. It's been a few weeks, maybe a month or so, since we got together and was able to talk wrestling. So we're just gonna be here talking, man, about what's going on right now and what is coming in the future for 2024, man. Uh, Pro wrestling is hotter than ever, man. It seems like they diving back into pop culture with sports and celebrities and starting bring back images of the Attitude Era. A lot of reality based stuff with social media going on. Um, a lot of things to really enjoy all the facets of pro wrestling in general. It's gonna be a great year for wrestling. Of course, y'all already know we are huge WWE fans, and with AEW still hanging around and Impact going to TNA, there's a lot of competition going on. New Japan, they got New Japan Strong now here in the USA going on. So there's a lot of competition, a lot of healthy competition. Just make all the brands so much better.
Oh yeah.
A lot of good competition going on, man. A lot of, I guess, trading, I guess you could say a free agency type going on right now in the offseason. Dolph Ziggler showed up to New Japan last night. Him and his brother, Nick. Nick? What's the brother, Nick? Yeah, his brother, Nick, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought his name was Nick, but what's Dolph Ziggler working there, brother?
No. You saying his brother name, Nick?
What is his brother name?
That I don't know. Dolph Ziggler's name is Nick Nemeth.
Right. I'm trying to figure out what his brother. I can't remember his brother. The Nemeth brother showed up in New Japan last night. Got into a little scuffle with Dave Finley, Finley's son. Of course, he's one of the Bullet Club members or whatever. Got into it with them after their match. I guess leading to a program. I'm guessing he's signing with New Japan or maybe just doing contract type of deals, appearances or whatever. So glad to see Dolph Ziggler find a home. Mustafa Ali is playing the World Tour. He's all over the place, man. He's fighting the best of the best all over the world, man. Outside of WWE, Gringo Loco, Speedball Mike Bailey. I think he got a match with Jonathan Gresham, like all kind of stuff, man. So I can't wait to see what Ali does on the indie scene, man. You heard me, Jay?
Yeah, man. Ali done hit that goddamn on. He done taught the Randy Orton and AJ Styles trainer. I'm trying to see what he finna do next. My boy done jumped the weight class.
Yeah, not a cruiserweight no more. I think I'm a welterweight.
A welterweight.
Welterweight.
Nah, fact.
A bantamweight, something shit. No longer with the cruiserweights no more, man. But yeah, I always like Ali, man. Even when he was in 205 Live and was getting opportunities right before he got hurt, before COVID Mania, like I really enjoyed him. Like even before he got cut, like I really thought he was about to take the North American title from Dominic.
Uh, yeah, I wouldn't have minded that because I wasn't really necessarily say positively wasn't my favorite gimmick, but he could have took it somewhere on some like how Gulak was trying to basically create his own like wrestling school and
Mm-hmm.
I should say tutelize, wow, and give his tutelage to people, up under him. I could see Ali kind of doing that same thing, trying to give his tutelage to people or whatever, whatever. And, those could have turned into feuds. Those could have turned into partnerships, turned feuds, or those could have just at least turned into like like not necessarily a partnership, but we got some type of friendship to where that turns into a feud because the possibilities is going to be endless with that. Because with that,
Mm-hmm.
you could get him as a heel or as a tweener. Because I'm not really sure what he ever was, but him as a heel versus a heel, or because he would play that tweener role, so a potential here. Or if he was a face, you would get him with facing other faces, or you get him definitely versus heels. Because you never know with wrestling, man. Sometimes it'd be the most like thing that you wouldn't expect, and it get over.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, man, I didn't know where that was going, but I knew in ring he had it always.
Oh yeah, man. Ali could definitely match up with the best of both of them. The big guys, the small guys. It didn't matter. Ali was just a good in ring hand. I would say W would miss him, but he wasn't utilized to his potential.
Hmm. I bless you.
Thank
I
you.
agree with that. They wouldn't. You could say he'd be missed, but you wouldn't really use him to show how he'd be missed.
Yeah, for sure. We got a lot of returns supposed to coming in 2024. Naomi is rumored to be here as early as Royal Rumble, possibly SmackDown, joining Jimmy over there on SmackDown. Maybe TNA is doing something with WWE similar to when they did had Mickey James come out as Impact Champion during the Royal Rumble. That could be a cool spot for them. With them now being under Endeavor, both be under Endeavor, who purchased WWE last year.
Hmm.
So that could be a big deal. Or she could just leave altogether. I'm not really sure when her contract is up with TNA, but I could definitely see a situation where she wants to come back and revitalize her career. She's already done that on TNA. She's proven herself to be one of the better knockout champions throughout the years, especially the recent run of Impact. Uh, she has a lot of family in the building, as we know. Her being married to Jimmy. Tamina just retired, so maybe she can be that female voice for the bloodline. So there's ways to get her back acclimated to the WWE. Sasha Banks is rumored to come back. I know they said talks are falling off, but we have heard that before. Like the Cody deal last 2 years ago. Um, they said talks had dropped, and then he debuted at WrestleMania. So like anything could possibly happen. AJ Styles, same thing with him. Royal Rumble coming up. We could definitely see a situation where Sasha Banks comes back. Uh, Trinity, aka Naomi, comes back. So I'm excited, man. I'm very excited for the Royal Rumble.
Oh man, this is like my favorite stretch of the year, bro. As soon as we hit Survivor Series, then right after that, it's that road to WrestleMania, Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania. Well, this is my favorite part of the year when it comes to
I,
WWE.
I I really like how they did it this year, having those small special events like day one Monday, and then Tuesday we had New Year's Evil, and then Friday we got New Year's Revolution coming back. Just giving us a small PLE throughout the week to hold us over within that 2 month gap between November and January for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, true story. True story.
Yeah,
Where should
nice
he
little
sit,
advertising
Karan?
to, huh?
I was just saying, where should he sit, Karan?
As the head of the table, man. Speaking of which, The Rock came back Monday at day one after interrupting Jinder Mahal who we all thought was the WWE champion coming back, which he technically did come back, but it wasn't. He's not The Rock. Let's be real. Got a
And
nice little
Jinder cut a
smackdown.
great promo, by the way.
He did. Hey, if I haven't watched Jinder promo, he killed it, man. If that does mean any kind of push for him in end this year, I'm all for it. I'm not saying putting me as The Rock down the line because the Rock elbowed his ass, but I would like to see Jinder, you know what I'm saying, maybe get a feud with Gunther while he's still IC champion, some kind of mid-card feud, or give end this year a tag run. You know, they got history with the Creed brothers from NXT. Maybe mix it up with Judgment Day. Maybe do a cross brand thing with AOP coming back. Those two big guy tag teams going at it. Viking Raiders whenever Eric get healthy. So
They did walk up on Imperium a few weeks back. I remember that. And
mm-hmm.
I don't think we got nothing else after that.
Yeah, so there's always some. It's still some tag feuds there to be had. Maybe a 6-man tag or even Imperium versus Indus just those 2-on-2 guys would be a great matchup. But I would like to see more of Jenner in 2024. I know he wasn't the greatest candidate to be champion back in 2017, but it worked for the time being. He had some good matches. Him and Randy had a decent feud. When AJ finally took the bet off him right before Survivor Series, I enjoyed that match. So.
Hey, I don't even care what folks think, man. I might not have liked it either. Matter of fact, I don't even think I necessarily did like it or super. I didn't super hate it either. But man, that was big for him as a person, and that probably was huge for India, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like everybody gonna get their turn if they put in the work. And as far as gimmick and body, but Jinder put in some work. So, you know what I'm saying? That was then. Here we are now. So, of course, it wouldn't be coming up again now. But, you know what I'm saying? With him in that manager role, like you were saying, pushing into sure, I'm definitely interested to see what they do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, the boys can get some type of character work or, you know, some good feuds or something going so they'll actually get people to invest
True shit.
or to make the casuals invest, man.
Exactly. Especially if you didn't watch them on NXT, you didn't see even when they first came around when it was with what was his name in WWE? I can't remember right now. Stokely from AEW. Stokely, the man name is Hathaway.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name in WWE? He used to manage Dynamite, the short black ball dude.
Oh, dang. I
Okay,
can't think his
his
name either.
current name is Stokely Hathaway. His name from NXT was Malcolm Bivens. There we go,
Yeah.
Malcolm Bivens. Yeah, even
Thank
when
you.
they had a short run with him as their manager, it was pretty good. So hopefully, industry gets something. But back to The Rock, teasing a possible feud between him and Roman Reigns, asking the crowd where he should sit at. She said the bar, she said the booth, she said the end of the table. So we all knew what they was referencing. Um, with or without the title, I think that match should be had. I'm hearing that they're thinking about doing a non-title match at Elimination Chamber in Australia. Which now it's not a big market for pro wrestling. I mean, for WWE wrestling because they haven't visited up it very much. But them expanding to Australia, making it a big time event, kind of like they do with Crown Jewel every year for Saudi Arabia, and we had also had Night of Champions. So maybe Australia with this big match becomes a big venue for them every year, and more guys like John Cena, Batista, who walked away from the business, can come back and have a one-off match and just sell tickets, man. Who doesn't love nostalgia? So
Yeah, they probably keep moving that one though, because I know Night of Champions, they just now brought that back, so we'll see. Well, Crown Jewel is always in Saudi, but last year's Elimination Chamber, I want to say, was in Toronto, right? Because it was Sami Zayn.
Yes, Sami Zayn, and Edge.
So Toronto now is about to get Money in the Bank next year. So yeah, they might be moving that around, and Australia might get another pay-per-view.
Yeah, I can see Australia. I really want to tap into the UK market. I know AEW now has an All In there every year. Now going to have their All In at the Wembley Stadium every year. That'd be cool if WWE tap into their market, especially with William Regal being there, and his son, and other British superstars been around still in WWE after NXT UK closed.
I've been seeing something recently. Like it's when I say recently, I mean like in the last couple of that people are wanting Rock and Roman to open up, and they shouldn't take that as an insult because it's crowd hot. But because they're in Australia, that Rhea should main event.
Okay.
I saw that just because I saw their point just because that's where she's from, and she's been real hot.
Right. I get where they're coming from, but that you already diluting that match of that magnitude by putting it on a B show instead of putting on WrestleMania, which is a big 4 pay-per-view, or PLE, my bad. You already diluted by that, and then you put it into the opener instead of the main event. This is a WrestleMania main event quality, not Elimination Chamber main event quality. No knock to Rhea Ripley. She's one of my favorite females right now, but Rock and Roman deserves that spot.
Tough, man. They already took Rhea out of her spot one time for the bloodline. They're gonna do it again.
Yeah, I see. But who would she face? She would have to face somebody major like a Becky or
oh yeah, most definitely. I was thinking
somebody used Nia Jax, Jay, somebody.
She ain't got no challenger right now.
Right, and so Elimination Chamber is
gonna be unless it's gonna be Nia, since Nia to beat Becky.
Now that would be a great short feud instead of you having Liv Morgan win the Royal Rumble. Have a quick short feud with Liv and knocked it out off the checklist, and then when WrestleMania comes around, she can feud with Becky, and maybe Becky can take the belt off her. But yeah, put her over against Liv. That's already a matchup y'all been wanting to see.
Mm-hmm.
It's been talked about a lot recently.
That might happen because Liv come back at Rumble, say she don't win, so therefore she don't get the WrestleMania shot. But that leaves her open, so she can challenge at Elimination Chamber.
Right, and you can keep the Bayley story going on too. Have Bayley win the Royal Rumble, call out Io whenever she get kicked out of Damage Control.
Right, or Jade, we'll see.
Because right now she's talking about going after Rhea Ripley, and like Io keep the they're trying to have all the gold in Damage Control, which is probably not going to happen. They probably going to turn on Bayley sooner than later. Hopefully before WrestleMania, if we are going to get Bayley as the Royal Rumble winner and have her go against Io.
That was such a shocking video package promo to me because the timing of it. Because how they were navigating it was if, like, nah, Bayley, we got this. You feel me? So the fact that they came out with that video package that Bayley was talking and they all seemed more team-centric than they ever had since Kairi Sane returned and the Asuka joining.
Right.
It made me think, damn, is that big? Is that injury that big of a hole that Damage Control is actually about to be Damage Control? Did Charlotte get injured, fuck up the plans that bad? But I don't know.
Was even in the plan because I've heard even with the Bianca Charlotte theory that a title might not have been involved at all. Io could have been doing something totally different for SmackDown title, and Bianca and Charlotte could have still had that match.
So what do you think? Bianca ends up doing for WrestleMania now. Then
I personally, I want her to get her lick back, get cashed in on. But we see her at WrestleMania win the title so many times. I don't see it happening. Um,
you think Jade will fight Bianca at WrestleMania, and she mind putting Jade over?
with nothing on the line, yes. If there was a title in the middle of that, then
Oh
Bianca would be going over.
no. It could be also Fandango, Chris Jericho type shit.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but like I was
First
saying,
thing.
if it was the world title on the line, then Bianca can take it
Oh,
there.
cool. I don't even want Bianca to get a title for a minute because I'm just so afraid of folks shitting on her like they already
They
did.
already did, man. And it's not even a bad thing that she does. Like the storyline leading up to it, it should have her going over. Like I'm sorry, WWE presented us her as the underdog or having something to fight for, and her finally getting what she fought for. It's been a good story. Sorry, like her beating Becky, it worked because she lost to Becky in 26 seconds. She
Mm-hmm.
got her one. She got
You
it back.
you can't please fans because I be paying too much attention. But when I see accounts, a few of the same people who were complaining about her losing in 26 seconds to Becky was some of the same people complaining about the push that she was getting close to.
Right.
I was like, well, damn, did you not want her to lose or did you not want her to win? Like, which one is it?
But then if she would have lost, then they would have booed Becky.
Hey, man, who knows? They please everybody.
The only reason why Becky getting that push because her husband's Seth Rollins. What?
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 Somebody around there saying it the other way around, though.
Like, what the fuck? Like, just what are y'all talking about, bro? Like, this is Jay-Z and Beyonce of the wrestling industry right now, bro.
Bruh, what's funny, though,
Jay-Z get whatever he want. Beyonce get whatever she want.
bro, is man, I just can't wait until shit does like change because not only will it be new and fresh, so that I will enjoy new and freshness and be interested to see where we're going. So a lot of other people, but I'm interested to see reactions because I promise you, mark my words, on this day of this podcast, January 4th, 2024, at the 22-minute 42-second mark, I said we gonna be right back in the same position with another heel champion where fans want somebody else to win. Because what's gonna happen is when Cody win that championship, y'all gonna be bored or y'all gonna be mad and call him Super Cody. And then we're gonna have to figure out what the fuck we do next. And then we're gonna be right back in the same spot with another heel champion holding on to a championship that y'all think is too long. And no, I don't mean 1,000 days long. What I said is y'all feel like too long because y'all want Seth to lose, and my nigga ain't even been champion for 6 months.
We just been. I said they've just been waiting on it because, especially with Damien being on Raw and having the money in the bank, like he could lose at any time, or whenever he does lose, whoever he lost to, they're gonna have a quick reign because Damien got the cash in. I'm just like, bro, like let Seth develop this prestige for this belt. If you'd have been a 1 or 2 month champion, y'all gonna be will be shitting on this belt.
No, that ass. That's the last thing I want to happen. Because if you want this belt to feel like something, one, I can't have you win the belt after this long tournament, being former past champions, and then you lose the belt in a few months. Like,
if we still using the same lineage as the World Heavyweight Championship, you got John Cena in there, you got Ed, you got Daniel Bryan, got all these guys who were who had this belt years ago, and now that it's made a return, it needs to be on a quality champion, like someone who's gonna carry the belt, fight for the belt multiple times. Hello,
I'm the Undertaker. I got you.
back from the dead.
My bad.
But yeah, man, with that type of lineage, if we're falling behind the footsteps of the previous heavyweight champions of Big Gold, he had a lot to live up to. So why not have a long reign? Like if Seth Rollins would have been I said Seth Reigns. I'm tripping.
I knew it. I knew what you was trying to say. It just ran together.
When I said it, I called it. I was like, I said Seth Reigns. Kept talking for a little bit. I said Seth Reigns. I really said Seth Reigns. That shit funny. But anyway, if he didn't like you, it's pretty much disappointing. John Cena, Randy Orton, all those guys who had big gold back in the day, back in the ruthless aggression PG era. Like, come on, bro. Like,
It's
y'all
just
had so much.
weird. It's so weird, bro. It's like they was mad about Seth Rollins losing streak in 22, and now they mad about his winning streak in 23. If I was Seth Rollins, I'd be like, God damn, what do y'all want?
Okay, man, for losing, man. And then like I'll get mad when we didn't have a title on Raw and he was messing around in the U.S. division. I'm just like, bro, he's the champion of the people. He's the U.S. champion for a reason. Like he's fighting off the other guys who are in the same mid card, fighting for the same championship, and he's killing them. Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory, like all these guys coming out his belt.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with
Also crazy is I don't want Punk to win because the last thing you need to do with your new revamped OG Big Gold new World Heavyweight Championship belt is to follow in the same footsteps of a failed Universal Championship. That shit did not feel important until Roman Reigns got it.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing you need to do is follow in the same mistakes like WCW and AEW, trying to hire all these past legends and stars, and your shit going down the water after you get that first initial pop. Like you get a belt to a part-time legend. Now y'all mad about that because he ain't around, or the match quality suck, or the promos suck, or the matches themselves are short, or it's botches, or it's dangerous. I can't get with that.
Mm-hmm. We all know that Damien is also tag champion, along as me, also with Mr. Money in the Bank. You think he could use his Money in the Bank title to get back the tag titles if they were to lose it? Because of course, Mommy gonna be mad. I'm sure she's mad about Dom losing his belt already. She's been mad at them before when they lost the tag titles before to Jimmy and Cody. Not Jimmy and Cody. Jay and Cody. You think it'd be a possibility to where he cash in for the tag titles?
Uh, in some realm of sense, yes, to to keep that aesthetic and to please mommy and to just keep, like I said, the aesthetic of like all of them being champs or the majority of them being champs. But in the most practical, common sense of what they have been telling us through story, no, because Priest look like, I mean, yeah, we tag champs and I want to be tag champs. That's cool. But I always got this briefcase. So I'm trying to get that self. That's what I've been trying to do for the longest, even for a little bit, just a little bit. There may have been some interest at getting that Roman. It's just like he don't have a aim low mindset. He don't look like he got a consolation prize mindset.
Right.
So
But
that's
it
how.
feels like if he continue to go behind the world titles, that he's gonna fail when he cash in, kind of like Baron Corbin.
Mm-hmm,
Like a fuck up. Like John Cena messed it up when you try to cash in on gender.
mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Much as we would love the moment for you, you still fail cash in. Like, or Austin Theory having to go after the mid cards. Like, I mean, I know it's a step down, but like, at least with the tag title, it feel like an emergency way of using it. But like, you keep going, you're not going after Roman and beat Roman. Sorry. Let's be honest. Seth is your best bet between the two, but even then, like, creatively, I'd rather have CM Punk as champion than Damien cashing in on Seth. Me personally.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Glad you said you personally, because I disagree. But that's me.
So you think he should cash in on Seth and possibly fail, or you think he actually gonna get it right?
I think he could get it right. And the way I see the trends going, it would be interesting to see. the one cash in attempt he does alone, he does get it right, and that will start the tension of more so go back to the tension because they did highlight it a little bit about Priest feeling like he too big for the Judgment Day, so that he could truly say, "I won Money in the Bank on my own. I cashed in on my own. I don't give a damn what tribal chief mommy say." So I mean, but that's a way you can go about it. Or who knows? It could be a whole united front of Judgment Day. Because these last few attempts, it's just been a few of them niggas. It ain't been all of them.
Right.
I don't know why they be doing that. I was just like, bro, like, I mean, I get it, but I get it. They just have overused it, I think, here lately. And also, I don't mind the long game because shit, EO cashed in what the same night or the next pay per view.
Yeah, but with the women's, they normally cash in the same night anyway. Alexa Bliss did it, Bailey did it, EO did it. Like it's known to happen.
Right. But I'm just saying that was just a point to bring up.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
with the men's last year, it was Theory. He played the long game,
Mm-hmm.
but he played it because he kind of had to, and or management kind of had to. And then before that, who was it?
Big E.
Big E. See, Big E played a he
Hang
didn't
on,
play a
hang on.
super. Yeah, it was
Damon
Big E.
23, Austin 22,
It was Big E.
Big E. Yeah, he cashed in that following Monday, I think.
He cashed in on Bobby. Was it that following Monday?
Believe so. Unless it was the Monday. Wait a minute. Hang on.
No, it couldn't have been because I remember him actually talking to Paul Heyman and shit like that. And Paul was telling him, "You bet not cash on them Roman Reigns type shit." And then
Okay.
he did cash in. He was just like, "You made the right
Did he
choice."
cash in the same night the Miz had?
Mm-mm.
No.
He cashed in on Bobby.
Cashed in on. But wait, didn't Bobby take out the Miz?
I can't remember who Bobby was fighting, but I don't want to. I do not want to say it was the Miz because when Bobby beat Miz, he hurt locked him and threw his ass down. When Bobby got cashed in on, whoever he was fighting, it was worth him putting them through an announce table. So
Gotcha.
because I just recently watched Biggie cash in for some reason. I can't remember who he was fighting. Dang. The long game, bro, because like you said, the long game it kind of drag it out for appreciation. Like if everybody just cash in quick, cash in quick, cash in quick, then shit, it's just like we gonna be expecting folks to cash in quick every time, or we gonna be wondering when folks gonna cash in, when folks gonna cash in. It's just like when your grandparents or your parents ask you when you gonna have a baby. Like goddamn, like the stipulation says you got up until a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everything. It's like a TikTok short or a YouTube short or a TikTok, like a Vine. Like
Mm-hmm.
open up your attention span for a little while, man. That's why I'm really hoping this carrying cross push goes well.
Speaking of these big four pay per views, we talking about Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank. Who got winning the men's Royal Rumble currently? As of
Oh
today, I know it might change because I know for a fact who I had 3 months ago is not who I have today.
yeah, who I had 3 months ago is not who I got today, and that's only because of what they showing us.
Uh-huh.
Uh, shit. I guess I got Punk, man.
But before Punk came, you had
The Ring General.
yes, sir.
The
Yeah,
Ring General, bro. When you talk about like get in the ring, bro, and like just like don't fuck up. Like that nigga has flawless matches, bro. Like he sells great, he dominates great, he looks the part, and when he talk, I'm talking about like true heel, true believable heel, bro. Bless you. Even when he getting his cheers now, that nigga let them cheer, and he'll be like, "Thank you for absolutely nothing." I love it, bro. I love it.
Oh yeah, man. Gunther, just all around his whole mystique, the way he uh takes wrestling so serious. Like I think he really believes the mat is sacred. Like anybody that gets in the ring with him, you can't go in that bullshit. Like he made the Miz turn up another level. Chad Gable turn up another level because you got to come in that ring and really respect him and that ring. Don't go in that bullshit around. Like I know there's some guys like maybe R-Truth or comical characters that they could possibly make him laugh, make him chuckle, whatever like that, because they're who they are. But don't come here pussyfooting around. I will
Mhm.
really break your shit with this powerball.
Bro, because like I legit have not seen Gunther have a match that I was bored.
Same, man.
Even when it was slowed down, because some people be like, this match too slow for me. I'm like, dog, even when they slow down, you cannot deny the fact that them boys is hitting.
And
And
that's a
like you can
complaint
say,
I really hate, bro. How
what,
you
slow
how
down?
you how you hate slow wrestling, but then you love Roman Reigns?
Yeah, cause slow
Have you not
down,
watched this nigga matches?
you call it slow, other people call it methodical. See, there's a method to the madness, there's storytelling.
Right,
And even when it's slowed down, you could say this takes no skill. But I tell you what it does take, it takes heart.
right.
Them
As
boys
long as
be
it's not
hitting.
stiff. Now, if
Them
it's
boys
stiff
be
and you
hitting.
getting somebody hurt,
Them boys be hitting, bro.
right.
That might not take a lot of skill to take a chop or chop somebody, but it take heart.
It takes a lot to make it believable.
Shit, me, that shit believable as hell. The boy chest be ready for.
No, I'm saying like pro wrestling in general, not just that chop move. I'm saying like just in
Oh,
general.
yeah. For sure, for sure. We know we all escaping reality here.
Mm-hmm. Like the super kick, like you know what I'm saying? Like you really gotta set a super kick, not just the person kicking. Like, of course they gotta slap their leg or whatever, like to make the
Mhm.
noise or whatever, but you as the opposing character, or whatever, gotta, you know what I'm saying, sell it. You gotta pass out, you gotta spin around and do crazy shit to make it believe I wouldn't say believable, but like make the crowd feel like it's some emotion behind it or passion behind it.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the best sellers in wrestling.
Oh yeah, man. I had to mention Dolph Ziggler, man. I'm a seeing Dolph Ziggler on WWE programming. He was one of my favorites, man, and very underrated. Was one of the best sellers. He was Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair level seller, like over selling.
It was really right there though, bro. Like you had Corey say this shit all the time. Shawn Michaels was the showstopper. Dolph Ziggler was the show off. Blonde hair, Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels, long hair, Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid, Dolph Ziggler, AJ Lee, Vicky Guerrero, uh, Caitlyn for a brief little flirt stint. Then you had the E Torres little flirting backstage brief stint. Then you had the Lana situation. Like Dolph got the hose, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
it was right there, bro. It was right there, and they
But
just did.
then, like later on, it felt like he was more like Billy Gunn. Like it started to feel like Mr. Ass. Like it was so weird. Like it was
But Shawn
definitely.
Michaels was doing that shit too, though. The talk
You know
about
what
the
I'm
little
saying?
hip
Like
twirl.
that downgrade, like when they didn't use him the way he was
Oh,
supposed to,
okay.
man to man level. He felt like he was stuck in the mid card, kind of like a Billy Gunn. They all matching him with all these tag teams. It was like, bro, this nigga could
Mm-hmm.
be Shawn Michaels for real for today's day and age. He ain't that talented, that good. He's a amateur wrestler starting out. Let's just start there. So in ring work, he's gonna take you to the mat. He's gonna do these all these crazy moves and get you in your head. You know what I'm saying? Can you really match up with him because he has amateur wrestling, and then he has the personality on top of it.
Real
Come on,
deal athlete, bro.
full package.
And on top of the selling that we was talking about, I actually just seen a little clip of him too, talking to Chris Van Vliet, Chris Filet, and he was talking about how working Sweet Chin Musics with Shawn Michaels super kicks and how 99% of them never even touched his face, but he
Mm-hmm.
likes to sell because he gets to control how good something looks. and he said he was just watching like a bunch of like MMA and boxing like fight finishes, like knockout finishes. So he could, like he was doing all that stuff that you said, like he could whirl around, he could flop backwards, he could fall flat on his face, or he could hunch over himself as if his legs went limp. Like there's all types of different ways to sell and make this shit believable.
Right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the sellers. Shout out to Dolph Ziggler, bro. He really about to have a crazy run. I feel like that's gonna be way overdue, and I hope.
Man. I'm very excited to see him in New Japan. I think that was the right place for him. I think.
Also, he is going to New Japan. That wasn't just him showing up in support.
I'm sure he's going to have a match there after that conversation with Dave Finlay. Like at least have that one match. If he signs with them 4 times, I'm not really sure.
I just seen a little part where he was sitting.
Him and Dave Finlay got to a fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for a brawl. So I would say at least that one match we know is coming up.
Nick Neiman World Tour, baby. Let's go.
Of course, his brother being signed with AEW, it would be a nice way to get signed to AEW. I think a perfect matchup for him and also for Matt Riddle Impact. I think Impact could use a guy like him. TNA, I'm sorry. Could use a guy like Dolph Ziggler and Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle signed with MLW. He's going back home.
Matt Riddle was supposed to win the 2022 Royal Rumble.
For real?
Yeah, you know that?
Damn. Yeah. Who won? Edge?
Yeah.
Edge won, yeah.
I don't know if it was because they saw the idea for Edge and Roman, which later turned into Roman, Edge, and Daniel Bryan, which was great, by the way. I don't know if it was because of that or if it was because of that. Plus, they probably started, Matt Riddle probably started having them little issues.
Started sleeping with that spider vagina girl.
That cocaine.
You got to be high and smoke with to sleep with a girl with a vagina tattoo. For real.
No, with a spider vagina tattoo. That's crazy.
So we both had Gunther at one point. CM Punk is our favorite. Who's your women's favorite for the Royal Rumble?
I don't know. That's tough. I guess I'll go Bailey based off the story. Because 3 months ago, like we said with Gunther and Punk, 3 months ago I didn't have a favorite. I had it dwindled down to like Shayna, Bailey, and Jade debuting on some like the first time somebody debuted and won the Royal Rumble type shit.
Right.
And then like my honorable mention was Raquel, just because I see they trying to push Raquel, but I just don't think she's ready yet. But shout out to Raquel, man. I hope she's recovering nicely and gets better. So I'm not even sure what entirely it is that she's going through, but I did look it up. I kind of forgot what it was, but yeah, just hope she's recovering.
Bailey, of course, the storyline for me. 3 months ago, I had Shayna Baszler. I was hoping that they would push her more as a solo artist, a solo superstar. But now she's in a kind of a buddy tag team with Zoe Stark, which is like they're going for the tag titles now.
That shit might have worked, bro. If they could have told the long game story with her and Ronda as tag team champions, but I'm not gonna say Ronda was selfish on her part because I don't know what led to her decision. And
well, SummerSlam was coming up, so they had to go ahead and speed it up. At least have it a marquee pay-per-view.
But I'm saying that was her saying like she basically had like the report said. I ain't gonna say she said. The report said she informed them that SummerSlam would be her last date.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they had to speed it up. So I'm saying,
yeah, I know. I'm saying like,
yeah, I'm saying I don't know if she's selfish for choosing to say that instead of just keeping it. Like say like if they kept them belts past Money in the Bank, past SummerSlam, keep going, and then say that turn happens at Royal Rumble. You feel me? A big pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Or not Royal Rumble, sorry. We had that turn at Survivor Series, a big pay-per-view or something like that in a team-like setting where it could have been believable, like in a women's war game match, say, per se. Like if they were in that, those two, and boom,
Ooh.
turn on Ronda, that's a big story. That boom, why you do that type shit. Then, of course, well, I'm just spitballing here. It could have been any other place. You just needed more time to set it. Like we could have seen a dynamic where it's like the the Charlotte Dana Brooke dynamic or the Nia Jax Alexa Bliss dynamic where
Mm-hmm.
partner downs the other or belittles the other. You know what I mean? And to the point
Mm-hmm.
where we want to see Jey Uso betray Roman Reigns. We want to see Shayna betray Ronda. But that ain't what we got. We got a surprise. Like, oh shit. What the fuck? Oh,
Right.
right. Now they finna fight? Okay then. So people didn't care about it as much. But I feel like we had got that long game and they was able to tell a story with it. I feel like it might have been a little better for Shayna and come Royal Rumble. Yeah, we could have been wanting Shayna to win the Royal Rumble and seeing that
Mm-hmm.
whether she would have been a dominant heel or a likable face with heel characteristics.
Yep.
Her no Charlotte.
Yeah, I was definitely looking forward to her being one of the favorites going to the Rumble. I'm sure she's still gonna be in it or whatever. Who doesn't want a chance at a world championship opportunity at WrestleMania, possibly main event, depending on the order of the matches. Um,
I wonder if
but yeah,
Ronda left because she just couldn't take that heat no more. I don't know, man. Fans are brutal.
if she would come back like she did at ROH, and I think the fans would like her a lot more. I know they got on her about the way she talks and all that, which we know she grew up with a learning disability and speak impediment and all that, and so that could be a definite thing. If she could come back with
No
something different,
way. For real?
yeah, that's another kind of play a part with her mental health issues. It's like y'all critiquing something that she worked her whole life to fix. So
See, this the thing. I never had a problem with the way she talked.
I just
Yeah,
know that
I
was one of
thought
the biggest
about. I know
criticisms.
people do. People do though.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought when she talked, if it was cringe or bad, she could have used different words. But as far as like how she strung sentences together or stutter here or there, which I don't really ever recall, I never really thought that bad of it. Or and people be
Mm-hmm.
making shit seem like it's just so terrible or so cringe when in actuality, like, dog, in 48 hours you're gonna forget about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not everybody is stone cold on the mic. Let's
Right.
just facts.
And I didn't have a problem with her mic skills either. I always felt like, it might be one of those things where she doesn't actually know how to talk. Maybe her being in the UFC and having to have her hands back up what she's saying on the mic doing the weigh-ins, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't talk very much. It's WWE. This is practically you doing a movie. You're acting right now. You're acting, you know what I'm saying, this character. You're putting this character over. And you adding a voice to a fighter, it's gonna be tough to do.
Yeah, that's just like it's kind of hard to please everyone. You know, like shout out my boy Big Tony. Like he used to think when she do the makeup, that shit ugly. But I'm just like, well, damn. Did people say that
Mhm.
back in the day when Alondra Blaze was doing it? Well, and
Right.
I'm sure they did. But if she didn't, where would she be today? I'm pretty sure people told Ultimate Warrior to take that shit off his face.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure people told Jeff Hardy to take that shit off his face. I know for sure people told Jeff Hardy to take that shit off his face. That nigga had on his face, arms, chest, everywhere. It was getting on the other superstars. I know they hated that. Probably getting their eyes and everything. But people love
Yeah,
that
that
shit.
shit was on his eyelids. He used to have like some eyes painted on his eyelid. It was eye closed.
Well, I don't know if they tell him to take it off now at that point. I was talking about early Jeff. The shit he
Oh
do
yeah, I'm
now
talking
with
about. Yeah, I'm talking about the different times he's done it.
the shit he do now, that shit's so in depth. If anybody tell him to take that shit off, they just hate it. Cause
Right.
you
You
can't
close
draw
your
that.
eyes. You got eyes on top of your eyes. That's cool.
Like, bro, you can't draw that shit with a crayon. So you just hate.
Right. uh, I guess we kind of put together a few WrestleMania matches real quick. Got Cody, Roman, Rock, Roman, or Triple Threat. How you think they're gonna play out?
I just keep seeing it so much, and with him coming back already, well, that don't mean that with him coming back already, we are on the road to it. I guess with the way everything's been presented and all the reports and everything, it could go so many ways for real. We could get um Roman and Rock at Elimination Chamber because it holds the same amount as the stadium in Philly. I think they both gonna hold about 60,000. So they both stadium shows. So they could capitalize on that. At the same time, depending on how this damn Royal Rumble go, if they one-on-one this motherfucker, they might mess around and do that fatal four-way at Elimination Chamber. Whole time, we still might get that fatal four-way at Royal Rumble. But
This
this is the
Bloodline fatal four
big,
way.
Bloodline
fatal four way.
Nah. I'd kind of
What fatal four way?
I'd have gave up hope on that. Well, you know, is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. It's Randy versus LA versus AJ, and the winner's supposed to
and then add Roman.
Yeah, but if they get to falling and brawling, or if Roman feel like he just want to hit everybody, then Nick Aldis gonna be like, bet, fight all of them. Which will be fire, because the last multi-person match that Roman had was the Civil War tag match. That was fire. Then before that, it was the triple threat with Bryan and Edge, and that was fire. But this is the big X factor to it all. What year was it that Roman Reigns last worked an Elimination Chamber? Cause that nigga might not even be there.
Now you got my mind wondering, because I think I'm back in like 2017, 16.
That's what I'm saying. We might have to wait till Mania for real. But Cody punching air for real, probably.
So sick of this nigga.
Because I would be mad if they throw me in there with Randy Orton, or if they throw The Rock in my match. Because I'm just like, bro, it's supposed to be my moment.
We tired of that nigga there.
But I ain't gonna lie though, it would be fire if he beat two Samoans. But at the same time, I don't know, bro. You know how people are. They're gonna bitch and moan, bro. The Rock should have won.
All right, 2023, of course, he main evented with Sami Zayn.
Oh, he was at the Elimination Chamber in 2023.
His last Elimination Chamber match was in 2018.
He wasn't there in 2022. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's when they had the. Wait, no. Yeah,
he was there.
Brock Lesnar. Huh?
He was there in 2022.
No, I'm saying you're right. Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Brock Lesnar, Riddle, Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. I think that's when Brock won, right?
Sounds like some shit Brock would win.
I think Brock won that one, and that's how we end up getting the unification match.
Hey man, I don't know. Hopefully he show up. It is a stadium show. I give Joe some credit. It's a stadium show. He'll be here.
After that, yeah, he wasn't. That's his only one.
That's tough. But yeah, if I had to guess, if I had to be a betting man, I'm gonna say Roman and Rock at Elimination Chamber, and then Roman and Cody at WrestleMania.
Roman
and I wouldn't
mind. Was just for Tribal Chief.
I feel like they should do it for the belt and put the Unifala over the belt again. You know, because it makes it look like you're battling for Tribal Chief status, the belt, the Unifala. Because at the beginning of this whole Bloodline story, before the Unifala was even given to Roman Reigns, Roman was holding the belt to Jey Uso face and telling him, like, this is me. Our family needs me to have this. You wouldn't even know what to do with it. You can't hold the responsibility, you know, shit like that. So I mean the belt, and then it's crazy because then like you gonna have folks up in a roar crying for another nothing reason that he not defending the belt. Well, you know damn well if he did defend the belt, he's not losing the belt to The Rock. But at the same time, I guess if you do make it non-title, I guess you could hold that mystique, that mystery out there. Like, ooh, it's not for the belt. Maybe Roman does lose.
True.
It could be some type of way that maybe this is when Solo turns. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I thought about this in depth a little while to myself. I was like, if Roman got Jimmy and Solo unquestionable loyalty, Jay could very well show up to help The Rock, therefore pushing him and Jimmy feud back to, starting up because, WrestleMania right after Elimination Chamber. So
Mm-hmm.
that'll be a good place for them to kick it off.
And then have
But a good little pop moment too, because everybody gonna think, "Oh my God, another interference and Roman Reigns wins." Wait, who was that? Oh, it's Jey Uso. Or the music hit, Uso. Do you feel me?
right.
So who knows, man? Who knows?
Mm.
Or to even it up, Jay fight Jimmy, and then Solo trying to help Jimmy, and then boom, Zilla Fatu.
Oh, that would be crazy. Have Jimmy have Rock have his little version of the Bloodline. Jake can play Jimmy role. Zilla Fatu can play solo role, and then Rock and Roman head to head.
Yeah,
It will be something. That'll definitely be something for real, for real.
yeah.
I could definitely see a situation where Roman retains at Elimination Chamber, and then Solo causes uh, Roman Reigns the belt, and Cody wins. And since he is the next up, the heir to the throne, head of the table, he have a match at what Money in the Bank for the current tribal chief or whatever like that, and that could give Roman a chance to become a face again and take some time off, let Solo go on a nice little run, maybe even beating Cody for it whenever it's time to take the belt off Cody.
Maybe. Who knows? But I was just thinking too. I was like, man, goddamn, Solo don't want to hit no woman, so he ain't want to hit Rhea ass. Fuck it, Ava Rain, main roster call up.
She's not ready yet, but I do like her, and it's a new authority role though. I'm not really sure if she's gonna become a manager
She
or
can
whatever like that.
talk.
Huh?
She can talk really well.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not sure that would be an interesting side of the bloodline. Like she didn't fit in as a wrestler, but what if the bloodline finally has a manager? What if like out of all these years we had Yokozuna, we've had The Rock, we have Rikishi, Umaga, all these different bloodline guys from the Anoa'i family. You never had one of them be good at manager or be a manager. Tamina was good. She was solid when she was the
Mm-hmm.
Usos or whatever, but she eventually got in the ring. But with Ava Rain, it's just like she could be strictly a manager. If she wanted to, you know what I'm saying, study under Paul Heyman, who's the GOAT manager, she could.
She could do both, like Tamina did, or AKA like Rhea doing now.
I'm okay with her not being in the ring at all together. That's what I'm saying. Like
No,
if she
I'm just
decides to
saying
be,
that's a possibility too.
yeah,
Cause I know for sure she gonna want to get in the ring
right.
once she
But
get her training right.
Uh, but being a manager, that's not something that the Anoa'i family did. They always dominated the ring. Like it doesn't matter what Anoa'i family member it was, they've always done something. Like even Roman Reigns' brother, he was in the 3 minute
3 minute warning.
3 minute warning with Umaga when he was Josie, right?
Mm.
Rousey and Jamal.
Rosie, Jamal and Rosie.
Rosie and Jamal, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
right though.
definitely a possibility there. She decided to go on the manager side of things instead of getting to the ring like her dad and her cousins were.
I hope she do both because I could see her doing exactly what Rhea doing.
Oh yeah, I would love for her to do both, man. Having that legacy female superstar especially somebody big as The Rock. Like,
it would be beautiful too
they got kids
because
doing this shit. Steve Austin, they got kids doing this
Mhm.
shit. Triple H they got kids doing this shit. Undertaker got kids doing this shit. But The Rock, oh come
yeah,
on, come on.
yeah.
You got Ric Flair already got Charlotte. She is already right there with him, championship wise.
What's crazy, that could be a way for them to turn face, or a way for Roman to turn face, or just a way for them to pivot away from the corruptness. Because a lot of stuff I remember, the Bloodline story is the one story. Judgment Day doing it a little bit, but the Bloodline story for sure. It's like the little stuff be the loudest. Jay was dead set on getting Paul out the Bloodline. See, Roman won't Paul as his wise man, but Roman, you was always Roman Reigns without Paul. You
Yes,
could have been
before
tribal
Paul.
chief without Paul. You in the tribe already. It's your birthright. Shit. So if Ava, who in the
If they won,
bloodline
they could have been
already,
did that Roman Reigns Rock match.
say it again.
If they won, they could have been had this Roman Reigns Rock match.
Yeah, it could have. I'm glad they didn't, because this head of the table shit gonna be feed
Oh yeah,
families.
for sure. But
But
I'm saying if he was
yeah,
already on that type of level, like he was already main eventing WrestleMania, he had already
almost
beat Undertaker.
you was
He had
already
already
getting
won a Royal Rumble.
Nickelodeon and Disney TV show deals and everything. Oh my.
He was
They
already
been
in the
wanting
movie with The Rock.
to been on the Choice Awards, put you in with Hobbs and Shaw, you feel me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
he could have already had that match. I mean, of course, the timing is a little better now with him being established as the head of the table. But like even back then, he had some accolades under his belt, like to compete with The Rock. Like, hey, bro, I made it in WrestleMania too.
But yeah,
I beat down Undertaker. You couldn't do that.
but that could be huge though, because people been wanting to involve women with the bloodline so long now. So that could be huge, Maybe Ava's the manager that gets the corruptness
Or
away from the
Tamina just recently
bloodline.
retired from in-ring action. She can go back to being a manager role, and we can
How about
have Tamina, Nia Jax, and Naomi team up. Bring back Team
you?
Bad.
Maybe. Who knows?
Or Sasha Banks.
Yeah, she returned. Yeah, they gotta buy Naomi out though.
That's a whole sector of like just female Samoans, like Tamina, Nia, Naomi being married to Jimmy, her relationship with Sasha. Like if they had like a team bad with Tamina being the manager for them, Nia Jax being the muscle superstar, Sasha Banks being the main superstar, maybe, or even Naomi being the main superstar. She is a part of the bloodline because she's married to one of them. But I'm saying, like, if they would decide to put her in the forefront, that'd be cool too. They can interchange, you know what I'm saying? A free world rule type of thing, sector of the bloodline. And if they wanted other competitors, they got multiple tag teams and stables to still go get. You still got Damage Control, who's still around right now. We know Bailey and Sasha Banks got history. Naomi, I'm pretty sure, has fought a couple of them. I know she fought Oscar at one point. I'm not really sure about Dakota or Io. I don't think she fought any of those guys. She might have fought Kairi Sane too. Kairi Sane was around when Naomi was
Yeah,
around.
Spooky.
Who else is there? Freaking Caden Carter and them. Like, you know, that's another tag team that could be a cool matchup against them. But we don't book the shows.
We still got some tag teams that's on the way up too.
Mm-hmm.
Like not even in just NXT, but like folks that ain't even been at NXT. I wonder what the basketball twins gonna turn into.
Oh, that'd be cool. The Cologne twins.
I thought
Someone
it was Cavendish,
the
but
what?
I thought that last name was Cavendish or Cavender or something like that.
Okay, I know it's someone to see.
It is something with a C. I do know that, but hey, but just remember though, like I said, mark my words, we're gonna be right in the same position with a heel champion. We waiting on a new face to save us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you who that new face that savior wrestling is gonna be.
Who?
David Benoit. I've been
This
holding that
nigga is off the rails.
I've been holding that in for like 10 minutes. But we don't book the shows.
This nigga just blank. And who his tag partner gonna be? Brian Pillman Jr.
Hey, shit, that could work.
That'll be a violent ass tag team.
They'll kill the show.
He gonna kill it.
They gonna kill it every time.
Oh man, they might even hurt themselves.
God forbid. God forbid.
Oh man. After looking at how this year went, you think Damien was the right choice, or you think LA Knight should have won? I know it's probably another favorite at the time.
I'd probably be able to better weigh in on that after Damien cash in or fails cash in. I feel like Damien could be a world champion though. He's physically gifted. His mic work is good. I
At
feel
the
like
time of
once
this
he
recording,
does, huh?
at the time of this recording, do you regret him having the money in the bank?
I can't say that 100% because, like I said, I don't see no flaws in his game. It's really on WWE, so I can't say 100% as opposed to like would it have be a theory, and I'm like he ain't ready yet. But with Damien, it's just like, man, you believable, bro. Only thing I say is, well, nah, he ain't got to do that. I should say take that singlet off. He stopped doing the weak ass braids. But anywho, yeah, pause. Huh? But I will say, if it was LA Knight, I do feel like it would have been entertaining with him because he could have played that heel face tween game and he would have been entertaining to play the long game with the money in the bank. But I can't say it should be regretful with Damien because him being in a faction, they've been able to play that long game.
Yeah, I think the only difference was between him and LA Knight. I think, of course, they both would have done the long game, especially with Roman being as champion as long as he's been. I don't think LA Knight been on SmackDown with a target Roman. I think he would have probably made to the right time, even coming over to with Seth Rollins. I think he's more strategic than uh, Damian Priest would have been. Like maybe he would have cashed in on Seth when his back was messed up against Shinsuke at the Fast Lane. Like he probably saw that as a perfect opportunity. I don't think Damien was thinking about that at the time.
Yeah. I think also though he probably would have been on some Miz type shit. Like, am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. As versus like how Priest is like, man, fuck that. I'm doing this shit, and then something just always come up.
Or
So
even a moment like when Jimmy kicked Jay, like that left everybody in such a shock. If he would have slid in and pinned Roman out of nowhere, like that would have ended that whole night like crazy. Like at
which is
SummerSlam,
why, I say with LA Knight, I don't know if people would have liked that because that am I gonna do it? I'm doing it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I feel like folks would have got annoyed with that, and he's so liked that I feel like that long game that they playing with Damien that people are annoyed of. He's so liked that they would have been pissed that he ain't already champion.
right? But
But
I think
with
with
his
LA
character,
Knight's character,
that
it
that
was
what you
somewhat
just
fit
said
though.
does fit because I could see him on some ultimate opportunity shit in sliding in with the cover, happy as fuck, ain't nobody see me type shit.
Right.
Win a belt, yeah, ain't nobody see me type shit. Too late.
And Roman would have been so pissed in that moment. He'd have been pissed, of course, he'd have been pissed that, you know what I'm saying, Jay getting that close, and then Jimmy, you know what I'm saying, of course, helping him out. But then again, he was so distracted of what just happened with Jimmy and Jay, he didn't see LA Knight coming.
He would have been pissed at Jimmy. He would have found a way to blame Jimmy and Jay.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have worked storyline wise, and eventually, of course, we still get Jimmy versus Jay, but then we would have got, you know what I'm saying, Roman never accepted Jimmy back into the bloodline, or, you know what I'm saying, that being some friction there right now, or making him earn his way back into the bloodline, or, you know what I'm saying, having him beat up LA Knight like he did against their whole brawl with AJ Styles and LA Knight, which AJ Styles ended up getting hurt and, you know what I'm saying, going away for a minute. So I think it definitely could have happened in that moment, and maybe Roman would have won the belt back. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I don't need LA Knight to have a long run. I just need him to have something.
Only thing I would have changed by David's Money in the Bank is I would have had him, like we was talking about at the beginning, about him go around to all the champs. I would have walked up on Roman type shit. We ain't got to say shit. We ain't even got to have no in-ring segment. I just want you to see me. I want you to see me, see you.
Put that bitch in his face. Hey, don't
And
forget, I
you
got
ain't got to do that. Just hold it up and smack it 2 times. Get that nigga a head nod.
That's your dear.
That's your dear.
But yeah, man, 2024 is gonna be crazy for WWE, AEW. Speaking of AEW, it just signed Deanna Peraza. If y'all heard the name before, it sounds very familiar to y'all. She was in NXT for a while. Eventually got cut and was able to revitalize her career at Impact. She's the Impact World Tag Champion, World Champion. Knockout champion. Down in TNA ROH champion. So yeah, man, she's gonna do some great things at AEW. I can definitely see her starting out in the TBS mid card division with Julia Hart, Chris Statlander, women like that, and then work her way up into the AEW World Limit picture. But yeah, man, it's a lot of signings gonna be happening here soon with WWE and AEW. There's a lot of free agents floating around. I'm excited for 2024 far as pro wrestling go. But you know, already know, Titletown Wrestling gonna keep on top of all that, keep out informed with the news of new signings and match highlights and predictions. If y'all want to send us some quizzes or some fun stuff to do on this channel, man, we kind of want to change up the content, add different content. Each and every week we come on here, man, not just talking about wrestling. We want to do some fun things, fantasy books and stuff, and to quiz each other on our knowledge or whatever like that. So please email me at karanokadell@yahoo.com for those quizzes, and please follow my brother J-Dub, man, on social media platforms. Let them know where to find you.
Jayla Davis on Facebook, J-Dub2 on Instagram, J-Dub, everything, man, TikTok, Twitch, all that. You can't find me, it's okay. But shout out to TTW, man. Shout out to wrestling. Shout out to my boy KC, man, the host with the most, bringing y'all all the wrestling content that we can, man.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate you, man, for the shout out, bro. Please follow me at Karan Twin Cadell on Facebook, Titletown TV _KC, as you see right here at the bottom of my screen. Please like, share, and subscribe to Titletown TV on YouTube, Facebook, Apple, Spotify, and whatever you get your podcast needs from. I'm your boy KC. I'll see y'all next time.
Whoop that trick.